We're live. Sunday night. Let's get it. I'm going to give it a minute or so and let a few people get in here, and then we'll get into the topic of the day. It was a long day. Got up a lot earlier than I'm used to. Welcome in, welcome in. What's going on, everybody? Let's get it going. Smash that like button while you're in here, and we'll get it started here shortly. Hope everybody had a great weekend. I certainly did, and we'll get into that here shortly. Like I said, it was a long day. So we spent the day at Knott's Berry Farm in Buena Park today. A couple of my granddaughters had a cheerleading event that happened there, and we went down there for that and then hung out, walked around that place. It was not nearly as hot as it is at home. Hey, what's up, me? Um, but nonetheless, it was hot, and probably walked 14 miles today. when What's up, Bush Wookie? Hey, what's up, Q? Thank you, everybody, for popping in. So yeah, we spent the day at Knott's Berry Farm, and anytime you go to a theme park, like you got to walk like it's like a mile just to get to the front gate, and then you walk circles around the place and try to get on the different rides and wait in line. And uh, the cheerleading thing went really well. Really proud of my granddaughters. uh, you know and just had a really good time. Really worn out. Wasn't really planning to go live tonight, but you know I figured might as well get on for a little bit before I crash out. Like I said, I'm tired. It was a long day walking around in the sun, and you know, drank a bunch of soda, which I shouldn't be doing, but uh, like I said, it was hot out there. So also passed through some of my old stomping grounds in going there. You know, getting to just getting the to Knott's Berry Farm, I passed through some of the areas where I used to do a lot of business, and it brought back some memories of some things that used to happen, and made me grateful for the fact that I'm not a part of that life anymore. So uh, that was a great thing. Um, Able to go do things like this without slanging drugs, basically. Working and everybody pitching in to achieve a common goal. Um, so yeah, it was a really good day, And um, so yeah, and if you guys are new in here, be sure to subscribe. We're like 7 subs away from 1,500, so let's see if we can make that happen tonight. Also, a lot of people have been checking out that video on the Chow Hall melee in LA County. Thank you guys for that. I appreciate it. Um, but yeah, overall, it was a good day. A little hot out there, but you know, definitely well worth it. Made some great memories for the grandkids, and yeah, it was all right. I mean, theme parks are expensive. It's not somewhere you can go all the time. You know what I mean? But uh, it was a nice outing. So I was glad to be able to do that with my daughter and my son-in-law, my wife, and the grandkids. Yeah, definitely exhausting. Cool to feel the mindset difference while you're in. Yeah, definitely a different mindset for sure. And just seeing certain places. What's up, Mr. Coda? Hope you're doing well, bro. Um, like there's a Chase Bank on Beach and La Palma, like kind of cat a corner from Knott's. And I remember there was a homie that he was doing some bad check deals there, and I remember he asked me to give him a ride over there one time, and I gave him a ride over there one time and one time only, because once I realized what was going on. But uh, that was a flashback, and then I remember meeting up with the dude at one of the hotels a little further up beach towards the 91, and he wasn't somebody that used. And I remember he was trying to get something from me, uh, and I basically refused to sell to him because I didn't want to ruin his life. Basically, he was a good guy, and not to say that other people weren't good people as well that I sold to, but I kind of had the mindset that if you're already using, then you're free game. If you want to buy something, I'll sell it to you. You know, I always kind of tried to shy away from selling to people that didn't use and getting people started because that stuff really took control of my life, and I didn't want to do that to anybody else, basically. But at the same time, if you were already in misery in your addiction, I'll definitely take care of you back then. So yeah, overall it's a good day. Got sunburned up, but yeah, definitely a good day. And once this live's over, no gym tonight. I'll probably get a quick shower and I'll be asleep in no time. One long day, and like I said, usually I'm not up before noon because I work nights. So just being out the door by like 9 a.m. like that's foreign to me. That's like most people being out the door at like 10 p.m. at night or something. Like it's opposite end of the spectrum. So do me a favor and smash that like button while you're in here, and share the live if you're able to. Helps to get the stream out, and I appreciate everybody that's in here. So that's kind of how my weekend went. My daughter rented a car for the trip. It was a Nissan Pathfinder, and it was a nice vehicle, but I didn't really care for it. I don't like it. Just I don't know. It wasn't comfortable. I mean, it ran good, air conditioning worked well and everything. Nice car, but yeah. But the cheerleading event went really well with the G babies, and like I said, I kind of went down memory lane just a little bit, coming down Beach Boulevard. Can't tell you how many transactions took place when I was in the game over there in that area. So I was almost tempted to cut down Lincoln and head over and see what Lincoln and Magnolia is looking like these days, but I got no business over there these days. So, you know, and like I said, I appreciate everybody checking out that Chow Hall Melee video from LA County. It's doing pretty good. It's tracking in the right direction. So uh, I'll be working on some new content. Probably, I don't know if I'll record anything tonight for the morning. Probably tomorrow. You like that one, huh, Q? Yeah, those K11s in LA County were a trip. You know, no disrespect to people that live that sort of lifestyle, but they were definitely different. And you got to keep in mind too, this was like 2003 ish, so it was definitely a different world at that time. But yeah, anytime you ended up on that 5,000 floor in LA County as a trustee, you never knew what was going to happen. And honestly, you didn't want anything to crack off. If I'm being completely honest, because you end up in a fight with a homosexual or a transgender, like with all due respect, like there's no winning that fight. If you win, the homies are gonna clown you because you beat up a homosexual, and if you lose, then you got beat up by a homosexual, basically. So, like I said, with all due respect, to each their own. If that's the lifestyle you're living, then you know, I'm not hating on it, but yeah, that was definitely a wild one. And honestly, the last thing you want to do is get into some sort of fight or something in that chow hall because you got the deputy sitting right up above in that little tower with the paintball gun ready to start popping, and there's a bunch of deputies standing around anyway. So, uh, the minute something happens, like it's going to get quelled pretty quickly. But yeah, that was definitely a wild story. If you haven't checked that one out yet, be sure to check it out. It's called Chow Hall Melee, LA County, with the K11s. And K11 basically is a classification in LA County, or at least it was at the time when last time I was in there. Everybody's a K something, I believe. Uh, you know, in the color of the. What are your thoughts on white supremacy? I think it's foolish. I mean, the thing is, everybody's going to do their thing. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't even when I was in the joint and rolling with the woods. That was never my thing. Like my wife's Latina, my so my kids are mixed. My grandkids are mixed. There's black in the family. There's a little bit of everything. So you know, to each their own, I guess. So what's everybody up to this evening? Everybody getting ready to go back to work tomorrow? I don't go back until Tuesday, so I'll more than likely I'll be on live again tomorrow night. Hey, my night's going well, Tim. Thank you for asking. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Wow, Q's mixed with moose. That is awesome. Left Hook says watching Tubi. What's up, Left Hook? Do me a favor and smash that like button while you guys are in here. I appreciate everybody tapping in. Also, be sure to subscribe if you're new and check out my playlist. This channel is based on sobriety and, uh, you know, basically I tell war stories on where my addiction took me and how eventually I got clean. Her grandkids are half moose. Oh my God. Left Hook says De La Hoya versus Tito Trinidad. Is that going to happen? Just a quarter moose. De La Hoya's old already. Trinidad is it's going to be like another one of those celebrity boxing type of things. I think Diaz just fought. I seen some clips on TikTok. I think he won. He's calling out Paul now. Is it Jake Paul? I don't know. I mixed those guys up, but that could be interesting. He said they're gonna be dead. He's gonna knock his ass out. So I don't know. Diaz is an interesting character. Major foot operation, and next week I'm getting off of it. What's up, Mr. G? Hey, yeah. Hopefully, the detox off the oxycodone goes well, Tim. Uh, that that drug is very powerful. It's very addicting. So, I hope everything goes well with that, and that you don't have any hiccups there. I think as long as it's being done medically, you should be good. So I'll keep you in my prayers on that, bud. How's everything going, Mr. G? Hope you're doing well. I see her. Yeah, those first couple of weeks are rough. I've seen people in jail kicking. I've seen people. Hey, I appreciate that, Mr. G, and I'm happy to hear that, bro. Yeah, she does. Yeah, I've seen people kicking in jail though, off of opiates and like that. Man, that can be really rough if it's not done the right way. You know, really bad cold sweats and just like I've seen some people who've had it rough. And unfortunately, with California politics, you don't have a whole bunch of time to detox. Like you got a couple days to get it together and start programming. So yeah, I agree, Alex. If you're able to, definitely, you don't want to trade one addiction for another. That's for sure. And that happens sometimes. Sometimes people get on methadone and they stay on methadone for years. So, uh, if you're able to do it naturally, that would definitely be the best thing. But if you were prescribed those oxycodones, definitely speak with your doctor about that and see, what they recommend as far as, stepping away from that. So, no problem, man. I appreciate you tapping in, bro. I'm doing all right, Mr. G. I am. Uh, like I said, long day today. We went to Knott's Berry Farm for the day with a couple of my grandbabies who do cheerleading for a performance that they did there, and then we walked laps around the park pretty much all day. But hey, you do that, EXO? Report it for what? For being amazing? I'm kidding. Yeah, so it was a good day. Sorry the phone's a little shaky, but normally I would go live inside, but it's really warm out, so I'm just sitting out on the patio, chilling, you know. So appreciate that. Um, yeah, so I'm just out here kicking it. Like I said, I wasn't even planning to go live tonight. It's been a really long day, but I figured I'd hop on and see what everybody's up to. We'll try to go for about an hour or so. Uh, we'll see how it goes. Um, if if anybody's new in here, be sure to subscribe to the channel. We're coming up on 1,500 subs. Uh, I think we need like 7 more right now, so be sure to subscribe and check out my playlist. Uh, Check out that last video I dropped on the Chow Hall melee in LA County. Uh, you know, it's kind of a funny story, but you know, it just goes to show you where addiction can take you and some of the situations you can end up in. Uh, so addiction. When I started using, it seemed harmless, and eventually, I just couldn't stay out of jail, in prison, and like it got to the point in my life where I had become more comfortable being locked up than I was on the streets, and that's when I knew I needed to change something and you know get my shit together, basically. Yeah, it was, Alex. I only did 2 in the joint, but the from like 99 to '06, I was in more than I was out. I started getting locked up in '92, and I didn't really figure things out until somewhere around 2005 is where my mind actually got clear enough to say, hey, what the hell are you doing here, Like your family's out there on the streets struggling, and you're in here about to get into a riot with another racial faction, you know. Oh, okay. In California, Alex? Yeah, all my county time was all in Southern California, San Bernardino, Riverside, and LA counties. I went through all of them several times. And then, obviously, like I said, I went to prison and I had a 2-year sentence. Uh, had a little bit of credit going into that 2-year sentence. And, oh, you were on level 3. Okay. Yeah, I ended up ultimately on Delano level 3 before I paroled from ADSEG, and then there was a hold in Riverside County. Uh, so, I paroled from ADSEG back to Riverside County because when I went to prison, nobody communicated with the other counties that I was in prison, so the other probation officers violated me. You did 15? Damn. Well, I'm glad you made it out. You you get in there in the prison system, man. It's real easy to stack time. Especially if you got strikes. Oh, okay, that's right. That's good, Alex. Yeah, I got got the 2-year sentence. They sent me basically to a camp. I got in trouble in the camp. Went to a level 2. Got in trouble at the level 2. See a pattern here, you know? Uh, went Ended up on a level 3. Oh, okay, that's right, Alex. Yeah, I pretty much, that's who I hung out with on the streets, was the homies. Um, a lot of my family and where I grew up. I grew up in San Bernardino, so uh, a real big Southern influence on the way I am. You know, if y'all have not been, y'all don't think it's cool. I don't know what that means. Once you stay put of trouble, you can do it. It's all up to the person. You either want to be a knucklehead or a programmer. Well, the thing about that, Panda, is everywhere I went, it was kicking off. They sent me to the camp, literally walking in after being processed. Like, I never even made my bed, and it kicked off a riot with the Pisces. Shout out to the Pisces, by the way. A lot of great guys on that one, you know, on that team. But, you know, sometimes politics get in the way of things, and, you know, a riot happened. So, you know, they sent me to the next yard, and I programmed there for a little bit, maybe 3-4 months, and another riot happened, this time with the Southsiders. And so I ended up on the 3 yard at Delano. And in Delano, there was somebody there that liked children, let's just say. And I got a chance to get my hands on him, me and my cellie actually, and we did, because it's the right thing to do. You know, if somebody has those types of feelings for children, there ain't no love there, you know what I mean? Like, even, and I was trying to program, you know, I was trying to, yeah, exactly, Emmy. Exactly, Alex, yeah, that's right. I mean, you could go in there and you could, you know, I did everything I could to, well, I can't, I don't want to say everything I could, because we didn't have to go after that Chomo, but it was the right thing to do. The riots on the other 2 yards, I had nothing to do with that. I wasn't instigating anything, but when the place goes up, you really ain't got much choice but to get off, because if you don't, someone's going to get off on you anyways. And even if they don't, when it's all said and done, then your people will get off on you. So, exactly, Alex. And yeah, and they make it seem like you have options there. Like, we need a favor. Like, you could say, "Nah, I'm good." It don't work that way. Not in the California prison system. You know. And honestly, we were on a lockdown when me and my cellie jumped on that Chomo, and you know, they basically shot a kite to this guy's cellie, saying to take care of him, and his cellie rolled it up. Uh, exactly, Alex. His cellie rolled it up. We were on lockdown, and just by pure coincidence, me and my cellie were out for showers. Like, we're in shower shoes and boxers, basically. And the door pops, and he comes walking in, and we both look at each other like, let's do it, you know? And we rush this fool. I mean, didn't do a whole lot of damage, to be perfectly honest, you know what I mean? But, you know, involved in all different confrontations. I don't know if my combat skills, like, I learned how to make weapons and stuff. I never knew that before I went in. Like when we were on lockdown, like that's all we pretty much did was, uh, you know. No, actually, I'm not, Panda. And to be honest with you, a lot of times lifers are the first ones that'll pick up a piece and handle business. You know, uh, a lot of people I know that got life, when I was doing my time, lifers weren't getting parole. Like, if you had 15 to life or something, you were never getting out. And a lot of those people went in and they were very disgruntled. And, you know, you're 22 years old looking at life, you want to kill everything moving. Everything irritated you. You know what I mean? And I've had cellies that were lifers, and I learned a lot of good game from those guys. But, you know, nowadays, yeah. Nowadays they are, Panda. And I'm very well aware of that. Like, I know some people that got, like, football sentences, and they're back on the streets now. So, yeah, nowadays they are. But, like, in the 90s and early 2000s, it was unheard of. You could have 10 to life, and every time you went to the parole board, you were getting a denial. And those 50-50 yards are everywhere now, Alex, from what I understand. Like, you know, they're basically trying to, what I think the CCR is doing is they're trying to make all yards non-designated. But, the thing is, you get on these level fours. Nah, I don't. If that were the case, Panda, I'd be back in right now. I haven't been incarcerated in 18 years. And this channel's actually about helping others to move away from that lifestyle and to get clean of addiction. So, you know, right, Alex? Yeah, and that's the thing. A lot of times you can tell when people have been locked up, and if they have been locked up, what kind of level yards they were on. Like level 1 and 2s, I don't want to say they're a joke, it's still prison. But you get to level 3, you get to ADSEG, you get to level 4. Like you don't talk so quickly. You don't speak on things so quickly. You really choose your words wisely, because anything you say can be held against you. Not court or law, but on the yard. And you don't co-sign people's shit. Uh, you know, like you learn to mind your own real quickly, because you know speaking on something that is none of your business can get holes in your body. So, but that's the life I used to live. I don't live that life anymore. I'm coming up on 20 years of sobriety, and my message to everybody is that if you're looking to get clean, you can do it. I did it. You know what I mean? Absolutely, Alex. That's right. And that's not what you want. I mean, you're gonna put in your work, but you don't want that. And I've seen people run their mouths, and they get put on crash test dummy status real quick. Here, take this and go stab that guy. You know what I mean? Like, and like they get played, basically. So, but Yeah, if you guys are new here, be sure to subscribe. Like I said, we're coming up on 1,500 subs here real quick. So I appreciate everybody that has subscribed already. And do me a favor and hit that like button while you're in here. It really helps me to get the message out. And some same here. I've been clean since. Hey, shout out to you, Alex. He says I've been clean since 2018. That's awesome, bro. Off the pain pills, yeah, that's right. Definitely boss stuff right there. So, but the thing is, for others that are thinking about getting clean, you can do it. You definitely can. It's you just got to. You have to be ready though. Damn. Yeah. You gotta be ready, and then you gotta do a little bit of research, find some meetings, maybe if depending on how bad the habit is, maybe go into a residential program. And we're always gonna make excuses why we can't do it. For me, for the longest time was, you know, I need to continue to make that money, but at what cost? Like money is a great thing to have. Don't get it twisted. But you know, at what expense are you getting that money? You're neglecting the family and slowly killing yourself, basically. And I finally figured out that there's some things that are more important than that. And now I get my money legit. Like I work a lot, but I get legit money. And when I see a couple of sheriff's cars down little ways down the road on my block, I'm not running around trying to hide shit because I think they're about to kick in the door. So that peace of mind is it's incredible. But that's right. Yep, exactly. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at today. Norco and Kratom. I don't know what Kratom is. I know what Norco is. Mr. Ace 88. Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. That Kratom. I know what the Norco is, so I'm assuming they're both opiate type drugs. It's a powder in tobacco. Oh, okay. Yeah, I would suggest trying to find a meeting or something, uh, and see if you can put together a support group of people that are sober that can assist you in, you know, achieving that goal of sobriety. The thing is, I the first few times I tried to quit, I continued to hang around the people that I was using with, and you can't do that. So, that's what I would suggest to you, and I wish you the best of luck with getting off of that stuff, bro. Because you know, it's bad out there right now. So, um, yeah, and I understand that, Mr. Ace. Yeah, if it's there, it's gonna get used, right? Like this. I was man enough to start the drug problem. Now it, yeah, yeah. You got to make up your mind that you're ready to be done with it. You know, that's the main thing. You know, family members are gonna tell you that you need to quit and you need to get help and all this stuff. But if you're not ready, it's not gonna happen. You know. Yeah, it, it's it's all up to you, bud. You know, if when you're ready, you'll start exploring avenues to move away from that. Mm-hmm. All starts with you. You're right, Alex. Excuse me. Yeah, do me a favor and smash that like button while you guys are in here, if you would. This has been a really good live. We'll keep it going for a while. Got my doctor, but I'm abusing them big time. I'm afraid to tell my doc because he will stop prescribing me. Yeah. I know they don't prescribe those like they used to. They used to hand those things out like candy, you know? So, the family's doing well. Uh, like I said, we went to Knott's Berry Farm today. My grandbabies did a cheerleading presentation there, and that went really well. It was hot out there, though. Uh, but yeah, it was a good day. We just got back like maybe an hour and a half ago, and had a good time. Hopefully, made some good memories for the grandkids. You know, family's definitely a very important piece of it all. You know, uh, like I said, you got to have a good support group around you. So, and I definitely have an amazing support group around me. Yeah, that kicking that can be really definitely blessed, Mr. G. So yeah, I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. Uh, about to start another week here. Uh, I will be going live again tomorrow night. More than likely, 80% chance I would say. I got to go hit the gym tomorrow. Like I said, it was a long day today. So, uh, hey, Mr. Ace, I appreciate you tapping in and check in on if I go live again tomorrow night. Be sure to check in if you get a chance. Uh, you know, if you're ready to make a change, then I'm definitely here to support you. So, you know, we can do this together. You know, I know it's not easy. So, appreciate you, Mr. Ace. And I'll keep you in my prayers, bro. It's tough at first, but it gets easier as you go. So, you know, it's just a matter of figuring out what triggers you, because we all have triggers, that something happens and, oh, well, shit, I'll just go get high. You know what I mean? But, yeah, Mr. G said it best. Don't look at the mountain, just start climbing, right? It's overwhelming when you look at the big picture, but, uh, you know, just start climbing, bro. And it looks like we have a cell soldier in here, Master. It's funny. Yeah, one of my college professors. Why did Mr. G get timed out? Mr. G is good. Why you? Mr. G is good. You don't need to time him out. Now, Masta, on the other hand, I don't know what's up with that guy. Yeah, Cell Warrior for sure. Talking big behind a keyboard, but wouldn't bust a grape in a food fight. You know what I mean? So, uh, but yeah. So I think we're gonna bring this one to a conclusion tonight. I appreciate everybody tapping in, and like I said, Mr. Ace, I'm gonna keep you in my prayers. Uh, Shout out to everybody that participated. Alex, Mr. G, some great comments. Uh, Hopefully, I didn't miss anybody there. I want to give a shout out to the moderators as well. Q, uh, I'm drawing a blank. Q, Ramona, and Coco. Uh, you know, let's keep this movement going. You guys are ready to make a change. Let's do that. I'll tap in with you guys tomorrow night, probably around 10 o'clock Cali time. So be on the lookout for that. And should have some new content dropping hopefully tomorrow. We'll see. Uh, Maybe I'll record another video and get that out. Also, check out that uh, that melee in the kitchen with the K11s, the LA County jail story. That's a really good story. I really enjoy that one. So everybody have a great night, uh, and I'll it's just a matter of making one good decision at a time. That's all we can do. Uh, Day one starts today, climbing that mountain. That's right, Mr. Ace. Shout out to you, bro. Appreciate you tapping in. And like I said, we'll probably do this again tomorrow night. We'll see how things go. And yeah, it's just making one good decision at a time. That's all we can do. And if we make a bad decision, it ain't the end of the world. But let's jump back on that track of making good decisions. Play that tape all the way through. Think about what are the consequences of what I'm doing. You know what I mean? How could this end? Could this end well? If it can end well, then maybe we shouldn't be doing it. So I'm not going to preach, though. Shout out to everybody that participated. I appreciate you guys. Family, fitness, and freedom are the things that help me to get my life together, and they can help you as well. And don't look at the mountain. Just start climbing. Thanks, guys.